Hello, my friends. If you have created a song and you have collaborated with a fellow artist or musician, there's three different ways you can set it up. Now, I'm going to just look at Distrokid and I'm going to show you the three different ways you can add them as either a featured artist, a co-artist, or just a credited musician. Let's take a look at it. My name is Becky. This is the Empowered Indie Artists YouTube channel. I hope that you find this information really valuable. If so, please like, please subscribe, please share. Okay, I am logged into my Distrokid profile and I'm going to go through the process of showing you what it would look like if I was going to release a song and I wanted to add a fellow artist as a featured artist or as a co-artist or just credit them. So this is just kind of a fake song I'm going to do. And Liliana Tani is an artist I work with regularly. It's not me, but I'm going to just go ahead and use her since she's popping up here. We're going to pretend like we're just doing one song, a single. Has it been previously released? No. So what I'm going to do is, since Liliana Tani already has all of these profiles, so we're not going to go through that. We can just skip on down, select a genre. We're usually doing something kind of pop. Secondary genre. We'll just call it alternative. And we'll upload her album cover, song title, Little Ditty. Now, if I'm adding the artist, and why don't I just use me? I have an artist profile out there called Rebecca Fox. My name, Becky Willard, is not very artistic. So I have released a couple of songs, either my own songs that I've written or as a producer featuring an artist, and I use that Rebecca Fox. I don't have many out there, and I really don't have any followers. So what Distrokid is telling us is don't include featured artists here. You're going to add them below instead. If a cover song, don't include original artist name, no year, date, so they don't want anything but the song title right here. Okay, now it says add featured artist to song title. Yes, add featured artist to title track. And then there's the option of a featured artist or a remixer. So if it's like a DJ that does a remix. And then I'll put Rebecca Fox. Add version info to song title. No, just normal. And I haven't obviously uploaded anything because it's not an existing song. So that is the process you're going to go through if you want them to show up as a featured artist. And you don't have to type that information into the song title. So when we go through all of these, it asks us a bunch of other questions. Now we go down here to artist mapping. Now I think this is kind of new. And this ensures featured artists are linked correctly in streaming services. So Rebecca Fox, it already identified that I already have a profile. And so it's connected to it. Now, if I had a YouTube music artist URL, it would ask for it there. Now, let's say that Rebecca Fox didn't already have the platform and we hit no, then it will just create a new artist profile. So if I want to have it show up as Liliana Tani and Rebecca Fox as two separate artists, I have to create, let's see, I have to create an artist, a new artist, and it won't let me because I'm all out of artists. I have too many, which is kind of weird because I only wanted to do Rebecca Fox and Liliana Tani. I don't know why it won't let me do that. It seems like that should be doable. So what you have to do is you have to put a slash. Let's pretend like it was going to let me add a new artist, which I think is what I'd have to do. Then I would do Liliana Tani / Rebecca Fox. And then this new prompt will come up that will tell me this is what it's going to look like. It's going to say Liliana Tani and Rebecca Fox. And are you okay with that? And I would say yes. I don't know why it won't let me do that with 2 artists that I already have. It's just not even giving me the option. Kind of a bummer there, Distrokid. Okay, now the last way that you might want to do this is, let's say it's a musician that you collaborated with, but they don't have an artist profile and they don't really want one, but you're splitting them in as a songwriter, perhaps, or just a collaborator. Now, if it's like, let's say it's a cover song, they're obviously not a songwriter, but you want to credit them. You can do that. Let's go. After you set the song up, you go ahead and distribute it. You can go into credits right here. And on this particular song, we put everybody that contributed: music and lyrics, me as the producer. Liliana recorded her own vocals, so she's the recording engineer. Mix engineer, me. Background vocals, me. Jordan Saucier as guitar, and Brandon Allshouse as mastering engineer. And we add all of the credits. Now, this doesn't distribute any royalties to them. It's just when you look at the credits for the song, they will show up. If you want them to show up as a contributor, then you go in, you select a release, and let's just take one of Liliana Tani's, and this is the split we have for the master recording. And so you can set up a split with anybody that way. So let's say it is a guitar player, but they're not a songwriter. They don't want to set up an artist profile. You can just set up the split. Now, here's the catch with Distrokid. That person has to set up a Distrokid account, which means they actually have to pay Distrokid $20 a year. I think it's kind of a ripoff. There are other distribution companies that are probably better if you're going to get into really complex things like this, and your collaborator isn't already on Distrokid or paying their annual fee. I can't tell you right off the top of my head which one would be the best, but look around, check them all out. There's just so many, and I think they're all competing for our business. So hopefully Distrokid will come up with some kind of change at some point that will eliminate that need. Because to me, it feels like they're double dipping. They're basically saying, oh, you want to get splits? Then you have to pay us $20 a year, even though you're not releasing music. I just think it's not cool. So anyway, that's it. Sorry, I always get into it. I always have so much, stuff to say about things, but that's the way my brain works. All right, I hope it was helpful. Please check out all of the other videos. They're meant to be helpful to you. And guess what? I do have a releasing music checklist in the description below. If you'll grab, it's totally free. It'll walk you through all of the things that you need to do and to worry about before and after you release your music. There's a lot of stuff, and it can get overwhelming, especially if you're like, oh, wait, I didn't know I had to do that. And you start Googling and trying to figure out how to do it. And then before you know it, you're kind of stuck. So this will walk you through everything, and you can just check them off, be done with it. All right. Thank you. And I hope to see you next time.